Olá, gente, Lara aqui de novo e hoje eu estou trazendo para vocês o assistant coach da BDS, Striker. So, Striker, tell me a little bit about BDS's performance. It seems like in the first week you guys were getting over a slump, but we saw a couple of pretty convincing wins from you guys in the past couple of days against Fnatic and now today against Astralis. Maybe you can tell me a little bit about how the team has been taking these couple of weeks.
Week one was a bit particular, I would say, because, well, we first had to, get to the groove a bit. We have some players that, for some of them, it's the first time in LEC. I'm thinking of Sheo. Mm-hmm. For others, they maybe didn't have the easiest past year. So they had to, gain confidence and getting used to stage again. I think it's done now. I think they are completely ready. And also as a team, we had to we needed more time for the patch to understand what fits us and what does not. And I think right now we are in a good spot on this. So yeah, week 2 is looking easier, but Mad Lions is for sure will be hard.
All right, yeah, I'm sure of it. But let's talk a little bit about your team. I know that you guys had this situation where you would kind of, bring players back and forth from the roster in the past year. And I know that in the past year you were not present on the team, but still this year I know that you kept some of those players from that iteration of BDS. How did it come to keep this team together? What makes sense about it?
Well, I wasn't making any calls during the off-season. I joined pretty late, actually.
Oh.
But from what I gathered as information, basically, Crowny was doing fantastic last year in Academy, and it was time for him to come back to LEC, obviously. I think he completely belonged here. And for Adam, he had amazing summer split, even though it was in LFL. I think he showed great things also in Master. Labrov is a good individual player for sure, pairs well with Crowny. And Sheo has been a really hyped rookie. For Nuke, it was BDS decision to keep his trust in him, and I think he's showing that it was the right decision. And I think that he's a very talented individual. We worked together back in 2020 actually, in K-Cup Division 2 from LFL. So we know well each other, and I'm really happy to work with him this year.
I remember Adam from back in the day in the LFL.
Yeah, he was
one
there
of,
too.
yes, exactly, one of the first rookies from ERLs that we were making like a piece about like which rookies would be in the LEC, and every single one we interviewed ended up in the LEC the next year, so it was perfect. But that aside, there's just one last thing that I want to ask you, is that this year, coming into the LEC, of course, we have two, quote-unquote new teams. Heretics just joined, and they are brand new, and then Rogue and Koi are together. But other than that, I feel like people already make up their minds about what the stands are going to be like. As soon as the rosters are leaked, people are already picking, this team goes last place, this team goes first place, this is a banger, this sucks. And a lot of people were picking BDS to be on the weaker side of the standings. So I am wondering what you think about that. Do you think that it's fair to make this assumption, or do you think that you're going to surprise everyone?
Well, I think everyone has to make their own mind about the rosters, obviously. And when you look at the all recent results, and maybe you can think that it will be a tough year for us. We don't really put that much thought into it, even though we do have our own objectives, and they are much higher than what the public will give us as being what we can do. Yes. So we really have high standards, I think, and players that want to do well in the LEC, and we are just focusing on that and not that much on the other side. We know that we are not expected to be a top team. It's fine for us. We just keep on working.
All right. Sounds great. Well, thank you so much. And I guess I will see you again another time.
Thank you.
All right.